Are you blinded by prejudice, or are you just petty? Are you outraged at what you believe is injustice in this nation? While everyone is entitled to an opinion, none of us are entitled to our own facts. Our current president, Donald J. Trump, ran on and is trying to implement a border wall that would do a few things. One, impede the drugs that are destroying our nation, especially the inner cities, as well as lowering the wages of American citizens caused by an open border. However, he's being called a racist for doing so. If you believe he is, and you're outraged by it, may I ask, were you outraged when Barack Obama believed the following, and by the way, voted for the Secure Fence Act in 2006?
The bill before us will certainly do some good. It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders, and that should help stem some of the tide of illegal immigration in this country.
He also believed it would diminish the illegal drug trade pouring into the U.S. from Mexico, as well as provide additional protection from terrorists who enter into our country. If you're not outraged that the major media outlets never shared with you the positions that Obama and the DNC party voted for, perhaps you're prejudiced because Donald J. Trump is white and he's the one saying it. Or you're just being petty. Barack Obama also stated in the book Audacity of Hope that he wrote that illegal immigration destroys the safety net that has been there for Americans who comprise the category of blue-collar workers, jobs primarily found in the construction and manufacturing industry that have been primarily jobs that blacks historically filled. Perhaps you're prejudiced because Donald J. Trump is white and he's saying it, or you're just being petty. I wish you were outraged at the media that neglects to be honest with you about the facts. Our president is called a racist for advocating a constitutional mandate that requires him to end what is called sanctuary city policies. This is simple, people. Imagine if you or someone in your family were the victim of a hideous and savage injustice, and the perpetrator had the right to just simply live in an area where those in uniform were mandated not to ask him any questions, by the way, that might identify them, as well as subsequently lead our brave men and women in uniform to apprehend that individual for due process. The myriad of emotions, especially of outrage you and your family would have, it would be justified. To know that justice could have been done, but your state elected officers were more interested in them maintaining their job rather than making sure you and your family were able to bring closure to this horrific event that you suffered. Yet, this happens in cities where illegals are allowed preference over those that are legally abiding by the law. I ask you to exercise civility. Remove the glasses that blurs your vision, causing you to see through the lenses of prejudice. Be outraged when facts are not given, but the same diet of divisiveness is served. And together as Americans, let's strive to make our nation great. I'm Aubrey Shines. I'm Senior Pastor and Bishop of G2G Ministries in Tampa, Florida, and I ask you to join me in this great fight.